shirt and all his pictures playing for Chelsea. Is there any clarity on whether the player is unhappy or happy at the club?
Well, I spoke with Wes every day. It's very, very happy. First of all, because he's back from the injury. He's joining all the session with us, and he's very happy. And as I said, after Palace game, he was on the bench just to be with us. But from tomorrow, he is with us, and he can also get some minutes. So we are happy, and he's happy. And then about Instagram, as you know, unfortunately, I don't have an idea because I don't use to use social network.
On some of the comments after that, there were some pretty unsavoury messages from fans. Is he getting the support from the club, and are all players getting that continued support? Because it just feels like we're having often these conversations over and over again surrounding abuse to players.
As I said in this moment, Wes is happy, we are happy, and there is nothing to add on that. Now, I think if there are abuse, as you said, on Instagram, never is good. It's not good for Wes, it's not good for any player, and it's not good for any human being in the world. But it's something that unfortunately we cannot control.
Now let's move on to a team. You said obviously Wesley's available tomorrow, probably to play some minutes. Any of the injured players coming back at all for you?
No, Romeo is still out. Benoit is still out. As I said, Wes is back, and that's all.
And Nicholas Jackson suspended last week. Obviously, we understand the situation where he's potentially looking at another club, but is he available in your eyes tomorrow?
He is available, but he's not going to be part of the squad because, as we already said, we have two strikers, we have two players in that position, and also we know that something can happen before the window transfer close.
And is there anything on the horizon with Nicholas Jackson departing? Does he look close to a move away at the moment?
No idea, to be honest. No idea. You know already from last season that I prefer to be focused on training session, prepare the game, and these kind of things. I don't know.
And I assume that would be the same answer for Raheem Sterling, Chilwell, Christopher Nkunku. Is that the same situation?
Cristo is with us like Nico, but it's the same answer than Nico. And the other two players, they are training apart, waiting for some solution.
Enzo, what would happen at the end of the transfer window? You've got quite a few players there. If they were to remain at Chelsea, could you integrate them back into the squad?
Idea. No idea. It's not the moment, to be honest. We have still, as you said, two weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks, but not idea. Also because it's difficult to plan because anything can happen.
Okay, thanks, Enzo.
Thanks, James. Soraya?
Hi, Enzo. You touched on this briefly before about Joao Pedro and Liam Delap playing together, but all his time in a Chelsea shirt, he's played as a 9. We've seen him play between the lines at his other clubs. What situation would you play them together, and what other positions do you see Joao Pedro playing? Is he a second striker, left winger?
I think Joao with us, he can play the 5 position at front, the winger, wide or inside the pitch, or behind the striker. I think he can play in all the positions for sure. Probably as a 9 or behind the striker is his best position, but he can play in all attacking position for us.
You've spoken about how you view your defensive options, and you said it's not just being a central defender with Levi Colwill being out. It's about being used to the way you play, and Tosin's probably the best suited for that. But you've got Hato, you've got Achiampong needing a bit of time, Anselmino as well. But are you going to change and adapt? Is this something in your mind that would be possible for you to do, not play and build up from the back? Or is it going to be a situation where if you don't get a centre-back, you're going to have to adapt and change that?
No, there is not in my mind, in my view, not to play from the back. As we said many times, you can be a little bit more direct when you face team that they try to be high pressing, but it's not in my mind at all to play in different way. Then I said already, we used Josh in the last game. We are trying to find some internal solution, and we see.
And then you have West Ham next, first away game of the season. You beat them twice last season, so familiarity a little bit. What sort of tactical battle do you expect? Because last season you said, you know, their pre-season they haven't looked quite gelled yet. There's a little bit of pressure even though we're at the start of the season. You said those teams are the most teams that you need to be wary of because they have something to prove. So what do you expect from that match?
Tough game again. All the Premier League games, they are tough, they are difficult. If you remember the game at home last year was difficult game for us. They defend very well. Tomorrow I expect exactly the same. And again, the Premier League just started, so you can see that they are trying to find some solution in the same way we are doing.
Thanks, Soraya. John?
Hi, Enzo. How are you getting on with the search for a centre-back? Are you confident that you will get one in by the end of the month?
I already said that we are looking for internally solution, and I showed that last game against Palace, and we see what's happened.
But you are looking externally as well, presumably.
We are trying with, as I said already many times, to find solution.
Is everybody on the same page? Is that now, of the players you want to bring in, is that now the priority for everybody at the club to get a centre-back?
I said, and I repeat again, probably I need to improve my English. We are looking for internal solution, and we see if something happen.
Okay, and with players like Nicholas Jackson and Christopher Nkunku, do you have to be careful the way not careful, but you have to handle them carefully, because obviously there is a scenario where they could be here in September and you may still need them.
We see if they're gonna be here, they're gonna be with us. In case they are not here, that means that they found a solution. And at the end, I think it's always better if they can find a solution, because I think they're gonna be more happy, and the club the same.
And just to follow on, where do you think the squad are at the moment? Obviously, you've had a lack of pre-season, you've had the Club World Cup. Is it going to take a couple of weeks to get up to 100%, would you say?
For sure, with more time, we're going to be better and better. But it's what it is. We need to adapt. I think we showed last week against Palace, where until the end we compete, until the end we create chances. And as I said, we're going to be better and better day after day.
Thanks, John. Simon?
Hey, Enzo, just checking on Tosin, is he still out, and any indication how long he might be out for?
Tosin is available. He's available for tomorrow. I'm a little bit surprised because last week he was not available, and the day before he was everywhere that he was not available, and now I don't know why you don't know that it's available. He's available.
I've been on holiday.
Very good for you. No, because surprised me the last week against Palace, the day before the game, he was everywhere that was not available, and now you don't know that it's available the day before the game.
Excellent. I'm glad I came back. And but on Anselmino, he wasn't in the squad on Sunday. Is he, in terms of your internal solution, is he one of your options, or is it still a possibility that he'll leave on loan?
Aaron is training with us. He's training very hard. He's a fantastic boy, good player, but he needs to play games. He needs to go. He needs to play games. So it's another player that is waiting for solution.
Thanks, Simon. Okay, cameras off, please.